Welcome, LEGO Lord of the Rings fans, to yet another LEGO Lord of the Rings review. I'm your host, Rico9, and today we are at a special guest location with two special guests, Feanor II and Andrew 30.
Hello.
So unfortunately I did not have my Middle Earth map to begin with, so we just pulled up a picture of the Black Gate on, what do you call this thing?
Like the device?
Yes.
iPhone 5.
No one cares about these because they're too high-tech. We like old-fashioned things.
Well, except
like Legos.
We're like the guys from Duck Dynasty. We don't even own a cell phone.
Or called the Wild Man. Yee!
More
Okay,
live action.
That wasn't me, that was him.
No, that...
No, we...
Okay, I'm into Legos, but I'm not into whatever they just did.
You don't like Call the Wild Man?
No.
You gotta check out my Call the Wild Man mock review, which I'll be doing soon. I actually made the Turtlemobile. But we're not here for Call the Wild Man today. We are here for Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So today we have Battle at the Black Gate. And I do own this set, but I have not constructed it yet because I'm busily constructing the Tower of Orthanc. So Andrew's kind enough to bring his 99%... well, no, it's like 90% completed Battle at the Black Gate.
98% probably, because I was only missing like 2 or 3 pieces, so...
And an orc. He's at a dinner party tonight. So.
Yep.
At Disney.
Yeah, dinner party at Disney. He was so excited he got an arrow for free.
So Aragorn and Gandalf the White have it easy tonight, because they only have one orc and a headless man to defeat. So...
And just like in the movie, the horse disappeared.
Yes. It magically disappeared.
Not really.
Like that.
You're destroying my cape!
A cape!
A random cape. Anyway, so could you go ahead and pull out the box while I show you instruction manuals? So we're doing a mass shoot today before we watch the Two Towers Extended Edition.
Yay!
Whoa! Best one!
So we're very busy here right now at this guest location. So here is book 1. You build one of the towers. It only came with one tower. We will talk about that later and how disappointed we are.
Terrible. Oh.
And we get a rock, the Great Eagle, Gandalf the White, Malthus on a horse, and Aragorn. So the best part.
And Gondor armor.
And Gondor armor, yes.
If I can say, I'm pretty sure that I'm not missing any of the structure. I'm only missing some of the rock.
And an orc. You forgot to.
Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure I have that in my house, but.
And we'll tell you about this later.
Whoa. Oh. I had that all wrong.
And here's book 2. This is where you build the actual gate and the 2 orcs. But this guy couldn't make it today. So let me just thumb through this a little bit before we show you the box. It advertises the video game. And we get an exciting advertisement of the Lego The Hobbit. Continue the adventure December 2013. If you want to see one of the sets, look out the Lake Town Chase.
Yep. Yeah, most likely Google Images is the best place to find images.
That's weird.
What? Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
What? No. Whoa. What are they doing?
Oh gosh.
That's weird. And some more advertisements.
Advertisements. Not advertisements.
We're speaking like the British today.
Well, I'm not.
Or the Irish.
Oh yeah, let's speak like the British people.
Okay, make sure to check out my channel if you don't want much of this.
We like British people
No offense
here.
if you are a British.
No, we love British people.
Yes, we do. He's
Ah.
actually descended.
I'm only here for the Legos.
Welsh
people.
We have to have some exciting commentary.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's
That was
the
exciting
box. We get 5 minifigures.
One of whom is
At a dinner party in Disney.
These are the 3 best, obviously, because we already have a bunch of orcs.
Yep, I made sure to take those.
So the age is 9 to 14, but say it with me.
No one
cares.
If you do care, go away.
no.
Well,
don't go
no.
away.
Well, if you do care, then go to my channel instead of his.
Okay. Set 79007. Battle at the Black Gate. 656 pieces, and this retails for $60.
Well, look at that.
$59.99. That's 1 cent off. So here is the actual set. Who's first? Well, I guess Aragorn in Gondor armor first. So Feanor the second. We'll show you him because he's a huge Aragorn fan.
Yes.
But who isn't?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't give you an Anduril. they could have at least given you an Andrew.
Okay, a little.
That's just a standard sword.
At least
Now.
we have Sting.
Well,
Yeah, Sting is a nice one.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Aragorn, the minifigure.
Well, I don't have enough money to buy the fancy stuff while I'm buying all these sets. So.
Yeah. And here's the hair, which comes on Grima Wormtongue
In black.
in black, and several other minifigures.
Boromir in orange.
And
So if you saw one of our other reviews, I believe it was Weathertop, he was wrong. That is not exclusive hair.
I did say Destin or whatever his name is from the Prince of Persia. And then that's the first face. And
Wait, we can't see.
Yeah, I
oh,
got it.
sorry.
There we are.
Sorry. Okay.
That. And then.
I'm sitting like,
No one
Wait, we
cares
need.
about the faces though, really.
oh well,
We've seen them.
because
Yeah.
we're gonna show them.
We're
Anyway.
gonna show them anyway.
And there's the other one. Okay, and on to the exciting stuff, such as the double-sided cape. Here it's a
Bicolored cape. That's what we'll say.
whatever.
You can't,
It's like
you can't
a-
see it.
Okay.
So it's red
Here.
on the inside,
Red on the inside, or scarlet, and then
You still can't see it.
black on the inside. Yeah, we can
black
Oh, you can see it.
on the other
see. So
side.
like Elrond's cape from the Council of Elrond. We love these bicolored capes. Keep them coming, Lego.
Yes. And then you can see the very, very detailed,
White Tree of Gondor.
yes, and
I love that.
Gondorian armor on his torso and legs. No arm printing.
Just to tell you, in normal Lego Lord of the Rings, that is my favorite thing to play as.
A little bit of back printing. And
So one of 3 awesome minifigures in this set.
yeah, and that's all for Aragorn.
Okay, and I will be showing Gandalf the White.
She can
I
get him off his eagle.
I love Gandalf the White. He is a well.
Oh goodness.
Oops.
Okay.
Gandalf the White left something behind.
His legs. Well,
Whoops. And now he's
Okay.
off his leg.
Okay.
Does it matter?
momentarily. Oh, it's
He
just
is a
white.
wizard.
Here.
Okay.
Sorry about this.
Sorry about this. Okay. So here is Gandalf the White. He is awesome.
Awesome.
And for those of you who have seen the wizard battle, Gandalf the White, his hair is basically almost the same as Saruman's hair.
We just don't have some gray tones on it.
Yep, I love this piece.
As a matter of fact, let me go compare those two.
Okay.
So Saruman, Gandalf the White.
Well, Saruman the White, Gandalf the White. Okay, so here.
The many colors.
So here is his face. He does have a double-sided, but it's kind of creepy or.
That's creepy.
That's a very creepy face.
Okay, I don't know what you.
It looks good
So-
under the beard though.
So
Yeah.
here's the white cape. Here is his white, but still very boring wand.
Yes, that's a creepy. There's the creepy face under the beard. Very creepy.
So here is his front. Anything you want to say about that?
Well, I did want to say that one thing is I believe you can get the same wizard staff that we saw with that I got for Gandalf the Grey in white on that website, but I'm not positive, so you might want to check that out.
But that would
Okay.
not be accurate.
It wouldn't-
No, actually, the one that they give you is a little bit more accurate.
Okay, while they're talking, I'll show you the
One that
back
they talk
printing.
about.
Awesome back printing and awesome front printing. Love this set, and the legs, feet are pretty much just white. So,
So he tore Gandalf apart. He's,
and for what?
he's gonna have to come back from the shadow again.
Where's the head?
That's Saruman.
With a white beard.
Yes, that doesn't look right.
Where's my head?
We'll find it later.
Yeah, we'll find it later.
Okay, so now we need to put the mouth of Sauron back together because Feanor made an awesome display, but unfortunately it involved tearing someone's head off.
Hey, it happened in the movie.
So here is the mouth of Sauron. This is my favorite minifigure in the set. Yeah, we like that Lego is including stuff from the extended edition and not just the theatrical versions, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is why we have this minifigure. And as you can see, this is my favorite individual piece from the entire set. It's the mouth of Sauron's helmet.
If I didn't love Gandalf the White, this would be my most favorite by a lot.
And it looks weird without the helmet.
Yep.
So that is what the mouth of Sauron looks like underneath his helmet.
Yeah.
Minus the fact that he would have eyes because he is a normal man.
Yeah, he's normal, alright.
Okay, normal error. Very good grammar, Bill 9.
And that looks, that actually looks a lot like the orc hair. At the back of the orc's helmet. Anyway, the rest of the minifigures isn't quite as interesting, but still pretty nice.
Yeah, I love that it's leg printing.
He looks
foot
like
printing.
he looks like a demonic priest or something. That's what a lot of people
That's
compare
creepy.
him to.
That's very creepy.
Hey, I'm not the first one to do it. Sorry. Feanor's just playing around
Yeah.
with my Legos. They're not steel. Whoops.
Whoops.
And of course he does come with a black horse, just like we saw in Attack at Weathertop. So you get a horse and an eagle in the set, which is awesome. I get two animals. I like animals in Lego sets. And did he come with a sword?
Yes, he does in the set.
Oh, he does? Is it a black sword?
Yes, it's a black sword. Oh, you know what? I happen to bring a ring wraith, so
Oh, good.
Awesome.
there's the sword.
And random rings.
We're not trying to mix. We're not going to mix Legos up though, so I'm gonna put that back over there. So there he is, and of course the horse does rear up like all the new Lord of the Rings horses, and the head moves, of course. And I'm sure that it did come with a black brick to put in here in place of the.
Yeah, I was so much in a hurry to bring this.
Yeah, so we don't have that, but I'm sure that we do get that. So, who's gonna show the boring orc? Andrew, it's your turn. No, actually, it's Feanor's turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is a standard orc.
You can't see.
Mordor.
Mordor orc, I should say. You also see this in
The
Orc
Orc Forge.
Forge. I don't know if it's a little bit different, is it,
And then-
Bilbo?
No.
No.
And then Attack of the Wargs.
And in Attack of the Wargs, yes. And so, nice sword.
Can't see the sword.
If you need to know anything about Legos, make sure to
nice
ask Bill
sword,
9.
as
He
you
knows
can tell.
everything.
And then, of course, that face.
You get back ring on the head and then
Yes.
double side face.
And the back printing on the torso,
Can't
which
see.
you can't see until
There we
I
go.
move my hand. Torso printing, no armor, leg printing. So that's the orc.
And Andrew,
Okay.
Andrew, could you show us the Great Eagle? Way here, the Windlord.
Sure. Here is the Great Eagle.
He has his skull on his feet.
It came off of the. It came off of the
Yeah, it came off of the
thing it
black
was
gate.
sitting on.
So
No,
this
it comes
is.
like that actually.
They did an okay job for the eagle. They got the big wings that can detach like this.
Very similar to the Lego
And-
Dino Pteranodon.
Yeah, and attach like this, and then not talons, but it's just like a.
And is great for picking up bald minifigures.
Yeah.
Like a bald Saruman with a dress.
Bye. So, anything else you want to say?
Not really. I'm wanting to get to the set.
Yes, but just want to point out we get some awesome printing on those wings, so very nice job. And of course, we can sit a minifigure on there. This is very inaccurate, but this is all I have at hand.
Okay.
So, say goodbye to Aragorn and his eagle. So, we'll be back in just a minute to show you the actual set. Alright, so here's the actual set. It's fairly nice. We do
Yeah,
have a
okay.
few drawbacks, but we'll say those later.
I think the real value of the set is in the minifigures.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
So I will start out by showing you the tower. Now, it should have another tower over here, but Lego is very sneaky.
Yep.
Sneaky. But we'll tell you about that later. Feanor will tell you about that. Because he's very sneaky too.
Hey. Please.
So as you can see, we get some little nice rubbery tooth pieces here. This is all one piece, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You get a ton of
that's one
those.
piece. Yeah, you get a ton of those.
Can you put that back on there?
I can do that.
So,
Very hard
yeah,
to do it, but I
I'm
can.
pretty sure there's.
Well, I'll do that later if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure there's new pieces. So, very nice job on those. And other tooth pieces that we get are these up
Oh,
here.
don't try to separate that. It's,
No?
Yeah, I don't think it's meant to separate.
Well, I kind of like to shift piece back.
Okay, well, be very careful with it.
So, there is one. Yeah, this is made up of a few pieces. So, but this right here is all one piece. I like that a lot.
I will
And if those
try
are
to
new
be
pieces,
very careful with that.
that could be a forbearing of building
Baradur.
Baradur.
That would be awesome.
That would be really awesome.
So, do we have any rocks?
The
Sure.
rocks right here.
Yes,
I
the
believe.
rocks are in the back.
Oh, okay, we'll get those in
Oh,
a minute.
the
So
rock-
you
those
get
are
catapult up
okay.
there, it swivels. We'll show you that works in just a minute. But we do get some interior detailing, not a whole lot. So in this one room, this is kind of the ammunition room where you get 3 rocks. So we'll show you how the catapult works in case you don't
Make
already
sure
know.
make sure not to lose any of my rocks.
So
You're
you just
transporting
go
me?
like this, and that was bad. Why don't you go ahead and show us?
Okay,
Several.
I'll throw it like that way so you get it on the table. There we go.
There you go.
Default's
That
playing
worked
with
good.
Legos.
Hey,
Hey.
don't offend us.
I'm one of you.
Yeah, so am I. I love
Well, I'll
playing with
do
Legos.
that later.
And filming. So, get some more toothy pieces here if we have seen those before. And down here we get these pieces, which those look new.
They're not exclusive to this set or series. I have seen them in other sets. I think like possibly Alpha Team from a long time ago. I'm not sure about
Is that Bionicle?
No, it's a Alpha Team. It was before Lego Agents.
Oh, okay.
Possibly, I'm not positive. You can tell us if it's new
Yes, please do.
in the comments.
That piece right there. So, one thing that is a little, well, it's not a little, it's really weird, because if Frodo, Sam, and Gollum knew about this, well, let's just say that there wouldn't be a Return of the King movie.
Not
So, Andrew, could you demonstrate?
Right here.
Yes, there's a secret entrance. So, in other words, you lift it up.
Yep. Well, it doesn't lift up for very long, so.
Frodo could have just crawled right through there if you knew about that. So, it is a neat little
And then face
play.
the whole host of
Yes. So it is a neat little play feature, but it is a little weird. So, I guess
I
that's
think-
about it for the tower.
Okay, I think.
So, Andrew 19, Andrew 30 will show you the actual
Okay,
gates.
this is the most awesome thing about the actual building. So it closes just like the Black Gate usually does.
It would have been a lot slower than that.
Yes. Okay. And there would be cave trolls or whatever pulling.
Yes.
And
And
then
So-
the mountain trolls, right?
they are mountain trolls.
So there's also this thing which cleverly prevents it from moving.
So, even if I punch it like this,
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
the
Don't
gate
destroy
will
my
not
set.
open.
That was a terrible punch.
I'm not trying to break it. Come on.
I'm kidding.
So, anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. Pretty
Well,
cool set.
I just add a couple things. There's
Yep,
some
sure.
bottles, a skull.
I like the spears on the sides.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
get
nice-
some weapons.
But it is
you get
very,
some
it is
weapons.
very easy to disable them, like to do that and have to push them back in.
Yes.
Of course.
So that was the knob for the locking mechanism right there. And lots more toothy pieces here. Lots of detailing on the front. Don't really like those white pieces there.
Yeah, they're like knobs.
It's like
There were no
white
knobs.
doorknobs.
Yeah, doorknobs.
A little weird.
Ring.
Yeah, it's like a doorbell or something. It's weird. So
How is it?
when I build this, I'll probably just put black studs there in place of that. And then this rock piece.
I believe that
there.
is. I believe that's missing. I believe maybe.
Oh, there's a little piece missing.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
you get
it
some
is.
studs here, like to place some minifigures for display. But of course, it'd be much taller.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk through the black gate that's
Or,
twice my size.
Really, he could really just like leap over.
Pretty much.
Almost. So anyway, Feanor is going to show you how this comes apart and tell you about the sneaky, mischievous thing that Lego did.
Okay, so what they did is they only gave us one tower, which is terrible. And I'll show you how this comes apart. Actually, if you could show me, please, Andrew 19, Andy 30. If you could show me just where this comes apart.
Okay, so I believe that this comes apart right when tower meets gate.
Okay.
Like right in the middle there. It's very
Alright.
hard to separate though.
Yeah, I can tell because I've been wiggling it. Oh, there it goes.
Just a Technic
So there you go.
pins there.
Technic pins. Do these come out?
That's
That's all one piece.
no, yeah, that's all one piece.
That's
that
all one
connect,
piece.
Oh,
that
that's
connects to there.
That's an. I don't think I've ever seen it.
No,
like
I don't think
that.
I've seen that either.
That's an interesting.
And
piece.
same thing for this side.
Yes, and it also comes apart right here. I did see that, and that's all one piece as well.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow,
because
that's
you can't
nice.
take it off. See?
Okay.
And
So, the reason that Lego did this is so that you buy another one. You spend another $60.
And that is how that works.
They even tell you how to do that. They're trying to tempt little kids into spending more money. And to make something that looks really cheap. 2 gates. So,
sneaky Lego.
sneaky Hans Henrik Sidenius.
Now,
No offense to you. We love you, Hans Henrik Sidenius, but please don't do that again if you're
now,
watching.
some of you I know are very skilled at building Legos, and will probably buy 2 of them. But instead of just building 2 separate ones like this that open like
Right.
that, they will figure out how to mimic. You guys will figure out how to mimic this pattern all the way across, so that way you have 2 doors that open and 2 towers on the ends.
What I will probably do is I will just get the set by itself with no minifigures off of eBay, and then just add an extra tower and some rocks, and then use the extra pieces for some rocks or whatever.
And I think it also comes apart right here, doesn't it? Yeah, see,
Oh, it does?
comes
Yeah,
apart right
so
there.
it's
Oh
like
yeah, there are 2 rocks.
4 main pieces, and then do these pieces come off a little easily too?
No.
No, you
I-
can
that
tell
you-
because that's a plate, and
Okay.
there's no plate on
I
top
did
of
separate
the
it,
regular
but
bricks.
it was very hard to put it back, and it's not supposed to be separated.
So as you can see, Lego was a little sneaky there, but my tip for you is do not buy the set again. Buy the set by itself with no minifigures off of eBay. But if you do get the whole package deal again, you might want to keep the orcs. But for the 3 exclusive minifigures, you might want to keep them until they increase in value. Or you could just go ahead and sell them now for about $10 a piece.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do is buy 2 of the sets straight from a store.
That would be Aragorn, Gandalf the White, and of course the Mouth of Sauron.
Awesome.
So, a few more building tips to add is you can get
More
another.
great eagles.
You can get another eagle in a Tower of Orthanc set. So you have 2 great eagles, which is awesome. And of course, the set is not complete without
Pippin!
Anne Mary and about how many other people?
Let me see here.
23.
Over 100, I believe,
Oh,
to be
God.
completely accurate.
Oh
I'm
god.
sure it's more than that.
No, actually over 1,000 because
Yeah.
there were so many extras used in the shooting of this scene. They had to take out liability claims for people being trampled to death.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
I didn't know
So yeah,
that.
there was a few thousand people there, including CGI people.
Not claims though, just the liability.
We're not
paperwork.
we're not talking about copyright stuff.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying. I said liability claims. I do not believe that anybody actually died in the making of that scene.
I should hope not.
Just
But-
saying, okay?
Okay, Feanor, we get the liability stuff.
Good.
But, so you want to add the eagle, of course you want to add Pippin and Merry, Éomer, and a bunch of other people.
Well, I bet
So-
Bill Rico 9 would give almost anything to have been in that scene.
Yeah, I would have. But anyway, let's go ahead and let me put this back together real quick so you can see the whole thing in its full glory again. And as I do that, I will start with the ratings. But Andrew, you built the set first before I did, so you go ahead and tell us the build.
Pretty, well, the only downside to it is, well, the rocks aren't that exciting, and that, you have to do a lot of work in order. Will you move the camera?
Hang on.
Okay.
Mouth of Sauron is not the spotlight.
These rocks are kind of boring, and that, you have to do a lot of work to put all of these, whatever they're
Flat
called,
pieces.
flat pieces onto the set. But as far as the tower and the black gate itself goes, it was a pretty exciting build, except for these annoying pieces that take forever to put on.
Yeah, and then you get those nice little spike pieces all over the place, which are very nice. We like those. And of course, the minifigures are awesome. So, what would you say for the build, Andrew?
I would say 8.
I would have gone with a 9
Okay,
if they had included a tower.
Yes.
So we'll stick with an 8. So Lego, just learn your lesson. Give us the full deal. I would have spent $70 on it. Or
Yeah.
maybe even 80 if they include another tower.
It's $60.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have spent 80 on it.
70 or 75.
That's a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Depending on how many pieces the actual tower is. Because it is a good price per piece deal.
It is? Okay.
Let me see. It retailed for $59.99 and you get almost 700 pieces.
So that's great.
Yes,
Oh,
great
okay.
on price per piece, so we like that. So we'll give it an 8 for the build. For the playability, I'll go ahead and rate that.
Okay.
It's not great. You do get opening gates, you get the
And
locking,
the lock.
the locking
I like the lock.
mechanism, and then of course this secret entrance, which is kind of weird. Oh, and a catapult too. Thank you for pointing that out at the top. Right there. So for the playability, what do you think? Do you think we should stick with an 8?
I don't
7.
really want to. You should
7.
decide that.
And Feanor will give us the display ability, which should be pretty low, I would think.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at about not a 4. I'm gonna
5.
say a 5.
Yeah, well, I would even say 5 because in the bookshelves where I store this, it isn't easy to quickly store this. It is it is very long to store it.
But if you get another tower on there, I would say
About
9.
no, not 9.
8.
I'd give it an 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Because even with the other
Yeah, it's
tower,
small.
it's still small.
It should have been taller.
That's
Probably
about.
Yeah, taller. Yeah, I certainly.
I mean, the
agree,
gate
taller.
probably should have come up to where this tower is.
It's
at
too
least.
funny. The
Yeah, that's only 3 minifigures
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
to the top of the wall.
So this part should have probably been about as tall as this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this tower probably should have been like.
Yeah, what's too funny is I think that this set should have been taller, and I think that Tower of Orthanc should have been wider. So.
Yeah.
Yes, Tower of Orthanc should have been wider.
But anyway, we've taken up a lot of your time.
Yep.
Thank you for being patient. So, thank you for watching. And there's just one more thing to say.
Random Elrond eating a chicken wing to get his daughter.